On tonight's season finale, two top chefs will face off in the greatest culinary battle of all time.
This is probably the only competition I have an opportunity to beat her.
There's just one catch.
So, does this resemble something?
A choo-choo train?
I love that you're trusting him to do this.
They won't be the ones in the kitchen.
Oh my God, is that gonna make a jelly?
No, it's not gonna make a jelly.
I think this is odd.
The mind of a chef.
Are you drunk?
A little.
We might, yeah.
Partnered with the hands of an idiot.
I'm gonna poop my pants, these are so cute.
Only connected by a payphone.
You've got to trust me now.
You are like giving him molecular gastronomy.
Finish the bowl, Jimmy.
Oh, shit.
The season finale of Phoning It In starts right now.
We have an exclusive episode, the Oops All Idiots special, right now on SecondTry.tv, where we take the worst chefs we know.
This is Quincy James.
You're my chef today? And put them in the phone booths.
Does it bake?
Keith, it's possible that I gave you everything wrong.
We got a free trial on SecondTry.tv, so go and check it out.
Welcome to Phoning It In. Today's themed ingredient is champagne. The rules are simple. While the chefs on the phone have prepared their recipes, the chefs in the kitchen are not allowed to know what they're making. Let's meet our contestants. Mei Lin is probably the most heralded chef to ever compete on this show. After winning season 12 of Top Chef, she won the Food Network's Tournament of Champions, and her multi-award-winning restaurant Nightshade was a James Beard finalist for the best new restaurant in the country.
My skill level as a chef is pretty vast. My sous chefs would describe me as a control freak.
But today she'll be phoning in her instructions and recipe to an idiot.
My name is Keith, and judges don't like it when the food that I give them has raw pork in it. People say you get better through failure. Well, I failed a lot in the kitchen. And the chefs don't like it when I present something that's sort of melting. Chefs don't like it when I screw up the bread. I want to do this, Keith. No mistakes today. Let's get a Keith chant started in the comments, huh?
Kat Turner is the incredible head chef of Highly Likely. She's a Chopped champion, currently competing on this season of Top Chef, and she was kind enough to pretend her last season victory over Johnny Cakes actually mattered.
Being a two-time Phoning It In champion would be probably my greatest achievement over any other competition that I've ever won.
But today she'll be phoning in her instructions and recipe to her.
I'm Rekha Shankar, and I can't really bake. My friend once told me that my brand is posting bad pictures of food. I actually am a home baker, but I also veganize everything. If you make me do decoration, it will look bad. The fact that there are people from Top Chef here makes me sick to my stomach. I follow them on Instagram, so now that they will be kind of judging me, makes me very, very sick.
Yeah, I understand that feeling.
To begin, each team will have enough quarters for 30 minutes on the phone. And their time starts right now.
Yes, yes. Oh, your AirPod fell right out.
Is anyone's ears shaped weird?
Oh my gosh, Rekha?
Hi.
I'm so excited. This is Kat.
Oh my God, hi Kat. You know my friend Jordan Myrick.
Love Gastronauts, love Dropout.
Hello.
Hi.
Is it time?
Okay, let's grab some eggs.
Eggs. We're just going straight into it.
So for today's theme, I'm gonna be making a champagne lychee sorbet with freeze-dried raspberries, as well as a crispy meringue with caramelized white chocolate. We're gonna actually be utilizing liquid nitrogen instead of a conventional ice cream maker. This recipe can go wrong in a lot of different ways. I'm hoping nobody gets hurt due to the liquid nitrogen.
When was the last time you worked with people who can't cook?
The last time I cooked with people who can't cook, I mean, I don't remember.
Right.
We have a lot to get through. What is your experience like with cooking?
I've seen every season of Top Chef 5 times.
Perfect. Pour vegetable oil into a drinking glass and you're gonna put it in the freezer.
Whoa!
I will be making a mimosa trifle that will be served in a little champagne coupe. It's got many components: a champagne pound cake, mimosa curd, champagne syrup, a champagne and mascarpone whip, and then some little champagne mimosa pearls on top. I cannot believe you're putting me up against Mei Lin. I have done obviously a lot of competition, but Mei Lin is a weapon. She is truly one of the best chefs I know. I love her, she's an amazing person, but she's terrifying. You know, the other chef is like one of the best chefs in the world.
Oh, believe me, I know. I saw Top Chef Boston season.
Okay, so let's grab those eggs and then we're gonna separate the yolks from the egg whites and try not to get any yolk into the mixing bowl.
I'm pretty good at this. I'm pretty good at, oh. I just dropped the eggshell right in.
Okay, try to get that out.
I used to think that the whites were like the placenta that fed the yolk,
why is
but
Keith
that's
talking about
not.
placenta?
Are you putting placenta in your dish?
And I also even learned recently, birds don't have vaginas.
No?
There you have something that's vagina-like called a cloaca.
Okay.
I did get what looks like 2 drops of yolk.
Okay, try to get that out.
Try to get it out? Are you serious? Ugh.
Yeah.
How is that gonna make a difference?
Oh, it's gonna make a difference.
Drops? Frickin' drops?
Because it's fat.
Okay, I'm taking these drops out one at a time, like a schlub.
You're gonna take 2 eggs and you're gonna run them under some hot water. You want to bring some eggs up to room temperature.
Gotta be precious with these babies, they're expensive.
Yeah, I know. In this economy,
Excuse me, in this economy?
you're going to melt 5 tablespoons of butter.
I love that.
You're gonna take kind of like a smallish bowl and you're gonna take 1 cup of flour,
I love that.
a teaspoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of kosher salt, and you're gonna whisk that together.
Great, I love that.
Also, you're doing a great job so far.
Oh my God, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I bet Keith is totally eating shit right now.
Once you have that 200 grams of the egg whites, you're gonna measure in 175 grams of sugar, whip that up until you get a medium peak.
It's going. It's just going on the medium setting.
And then you're gonna grab a saucepan and we're gonna start making some base for a frozen treat.
A frozen treat.
You're gonna need 500 grams of water, 133 grams of sugar,
Sugar and water. Remember that from Men in Black?
100 grams of glucose powder,
Sugar and water. Edgar, you look different.
trimoline,
Mei Lin, what are you making? Oh my God, she's going crazy with chemicals over there. I love it.
and some stabilizer.
Do the 100, hold on. You're just going at a pace that nobody could keep up with.
Do you have a pen and paper? Can you write this down?
Mei Lin, are you okay over there?
I'm scared.
Once you have your dry ingredients put together, you're gonna grab a bigger bowl, mix your melted butter with 2/3 of a cup of sugar. And into that, you're gonna crack your now room temperature eggs and whisk those one at a time.
All right, 1. Oops. No, it's all perfect.
Okay, good. So whisk it, a tablespoon of sour cream, a teaspoon of vanilla, and a 1/3 cup of champagne.
Oh, Shantae.
Yeah, we're popping bottles, girl. We are popping bottles, girl. Ah! Okay. Oh my God, that sounded exciting. Add your champagne and then take your dry ingredients and whisk them into your wet ingredients until it's not lumpy.
Oh, I guess I could have done the mixer, but you know what? Keith has to rely on that stuff because he doesn't have strength.
I'm sorry, Rekha, are you trying to attack my strength right now?
Then once it's in there, you wanna just give it a little tap tap on the counter
And then you go, tap, tap.
and put it into the oven, and this is going to bake for 30 minutes.
Wow. Do you find that everything in a kitchen takes a long time?
Forever, it takes forever, it's unbelievable.
Okay, I've got all of the things in the pot.
Okay, so then you just grab a whisk, turn on the stove to a medium heat, and you're gonna mix everything until it starts to boil. Is the whipped egg whites ready?
Yeah, that's it. It's a runny peak. Is that good?
No, maybe like more Not quite stiff, but medium.
Oh, the other thing's boiling.
Yep, turn it off.
Off.
Mix it well and strain it through a sieve.
What a fun word, sieve.
And we only need 320 grams. Into that strained mixture that you have, you're gonna add in that whole tub of lychee puree.
Okay, all the lychee tub and all the funny glucose goo.
And you need 200 grams of champagne.
I've got to pop it, and I always get scared. Everybody! 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 Everybody, I'm so scared! So f***ing scared! It's not even out far enough to do that with. I'm so scared! Ah! Whoa, it cleared the wall! Yeah, it cleared the wall!
What is going on in there? Is Keith okay?
Keith popped something. Keith, I think he popped a pimple.
Rekha, it's not the vibe of the show.
It's disgusting.
We're friends.
FYI, I'm on my last quarter.
Oh, shit.
So for the next recipe, you need a bowl and then you need a pot that the bowl will fit in.
Yes, okay, wait, my ear is weird shaped.
You're gonna put water into the bottom of the pot and you're gonna put the bowl on top.
Yeah, these two are married now.
Take 2 navel oranges and you're gonna zest one of the oranges and then you're gonna juice both of them into the bowl.
300 grams of champagne. After that, you're gonna add 400 grams of full fat Greek yogurt, 3 capfuls of the rose water.
Ooh, that rose water smells awful to me.
It's like a perfume bottle, right?
Ugh, it's so much. Ugh.
You can just add a little if you want. Do it to your taste.
No, I don't have taste. I am your hand.
You're gonna add 1/2 cup of champagne and 2/3 of a cup of sugar, 2 egg yolks, and then 4 teaspoons of cornstarch. And you're gonna whisk that until it starts to get thick like a pudding. Once it's thick, you're gonna put in 5 tablespoons of butter, so don't do it now.
For that whipped egg white, we're gonna grab a thing called acetate.
What is acetate again?
It looks like thin plastic sheets. I have no more quarters.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
Is she just gone now?
Yeah,
No.
now you only have to talk to me.
No, I can't. You're only mean.
How's it going?
Not good. Not good.
Girl, you are like giving him molecular gastronomy.
Acetate, acetate, acetate.
Wow, wait, what kind of show did you think this was?
With their initial round of quarters gone, now each chef will have to compete in the world's greatest battle of skill and accuracy. Cup and ball.
It's like letting children just go to town.
Is this acetate? What is acetate? What is it?
Hey, wait, this is acetate.
Rekha, look at me. I'm on the ground. Rekha.
Where would I think
I have a terrible case of the man eyes right now.
Man hives?
Now, when men's eyes can't see things.
Oh, actually, just for that, I'm not gonna tell you where it is.
What is acetate? What is it?
Okay, picture yourself in Times Square.
Oh boy.
You go to a beautiful bakery and they don't want it to get messy, so they put plastic on the outside of it.
So it's not food.
It's not food.
I've been looking for food.
Whoa. Has that ever happened?
Now they'll spin the wheel of mayhem to determine how many quarters the fates allow.
No. Come on. 1/4? I can't.
You have to.
Oh my gosh. That is so bad.
Let's let Mei spin.
Go for it, Mei. Cool.
Hello.
Oh, thank God.
I'm back.
I've spent 10 minutes looking for the acetate and I'm not 100% sure I found it.
Okay, well.
It's plastic, it's not food.
Hi, I'm back and I only have 1/4.
Yes! Yes, Kat, you wanted me to do something else, and I told you before this started I would do literally anything for you.
The next recipe, we're gonna make a half of a cup of champagne and a half of a cup of sugar, and we're just gonna bring that to a simmer.
Oh my God, is that gonna make a jelly?
No, it's not gonna make a jelly.
Damn it. Thought I was being really cute. Okay.
Into a bowl of the stand mixer, we're gonna add 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Once that is whisked to soft peaks, scrape in 1 cup of mascarpone cheese and 2 tablespoons of champagne. And then you're gonna mix that together until it's nice and thick, like a sexy, thick, like whipped cream.
Yes, I always want everything to be sexy.
Yeah, it should, oh shit.
Oh, you're out.
I only got 1.
So you're gonna spread that that whipped egg white onto that piece of acetate.
Offset spatula on the plastic, not food, not food.
But before you spread it thin, you're gonna take some of that freeze-dried raspberry
I'm gonna get the freeze-dried raspberries.
and you're gonna make kind of like a marble situation.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
should put some plops down and then put some of that freeze-dried on some of the plops and then spread them together like a craftsman.
As fast as you can get that into the oven, we're gonna have more time to let it dehydrate.
Mix it up to make it red. Mixy, mixy, mixy.
And I think you should just like take some of that freeze-dried raspberry, pour some in your mouth so you can have some as well.
Hell yeah, girl.
Keith, stop interrupting me with your, are you okay?
Oh, that's really tart, isn't it? Oh!
You got it? You good? Uh-oh. What's happening?
It won't go away. It's still in my mouth. Quit the champagne. Oh, it's tart too.
May, how's it going? The look of terror on your face is the best part of today.
Wow, that was really something. I wasn't ready for that. I knew it was gonna be a little sour, but golly, I have a sensitive tongue.
You have a sensitive tongue?
Rekha, get off it!
No, Keith, I'm really
You've
just
only
putting,
been mean.
I'm putting on an act. In reality, I'm very nice.
Oh, fuck.
My chef is gone. Is your chef gone?
No, my chef's still talking to me.
Stop it! No!
This cup bowl is easier than the old one.
I wish there was a way you could monitor if something has thickened. I've been stirring this for several minutes and it hasn't really thickened.
And then once it's thick, you're gonna put in 5 tablespoons of butter. It's gotta be thick and puddingy, so don't do it now.
I am just gonna have to go ahead and add this butter because I don't actually know how much time we have.
Okay, what the f is actually going on? This is not okay. Okay.
I don't think this is on. Oh my God, this wasn't on.
Oh my God.
Now, do we got a stiff peak here? It looks a little curdled.
Okay, Keith.
Okay,
so
I'm ready to, I'm about to mix the colors together.
once you have that mix, you're gonna put that in the oven and let it dehydrate.
Ready to dehydrate, yeah.
I can pretend to talk to my chef too. Haha!
Girlfriend, I'm
Oh my
back.
God, hi! You got back?
Where are we at?
The whipped cream kind of thing looks a little curdled or split.
Okay, great. So we're gonna scrap that, throw it away, and we're just gonna do a straight up whipped cream.
We're gonna do whipped cream. I love that.
Great. How's the cake looking?
I'll do a little poke. Wet. You go back in. Oh no, was this at 300 and not 350?
Oh no.
Don't think about it.
You're gonna grab the liquid nitrogen after you're done.
Holy cow. Oh yeah, science time!
Safety is key. So liquid nitrogen is very, very dangerous if you don't know how to work with it. It's very cold. If you stuck your hand in there, it would freeze off.
Okay, I'm gonna put my safety goggles on
Okay.
and my
Your safety gloves on too.
safety goggles on top of my glasses.
All right, get those raspberries in there and you're gonna pour some liquid nitrogen in there and you're gonna let those raspberries freeze.
I've got my berries, I've got my cream, and I'm a little lad.
Pour in like a quart's worth.
Oh, Spooky dooky. And now I'm gonna take this and do a quart. Here comes the nitrogen. Woo! We're getting it going. Why does nitrogen do that?
Because it's negative 300 degrees.
Hi, where are we at? Tell me everything.
I'm putting that whipped cream in a piping bag. It looks pretty good.
Great. How's the cake looking?
Woo!
How's it look? Is she beautiful?
The cake looks good, yeah.
Okay, good.
Now this curd is starting to behave in a sexy way.
So take that off the heat, whisk
Great.
in the cold 5 tablespoons of butter.
Yep. I already did that. Yep.
Okay, great. Let's just go with it.
Oops. No, it's all perfect. It's like street art, right? It's kind of nice when there's like a little mistake.
That big mix that you just made with the lychee, it's gonna go in the KitchenAid mixer and start pouring in your liquid nitrogen slowly.
Whoa, I'm putting the liquid nitrogen in the KitchenAid?
Yes.
You out of your mind?
Yes. As it's running.
I love that you're trusting him to do this.
I have no choice.
Keith,
Wow.
you're doing science. That's awesome.
I'm doing science. This is f***ing nuts in here, girl.
Yes.
Girl, this is f***ing crazy as hell. Medics are paying attention now. We have medics on a lot of our sets, but they're not always paying attention, and they're looking at us, and it's splashing.
Has the frozen treat been frozen?
Yeah, I can't even see it because of all the smoke. I'm either in a haunted maze or a laser tag arena, and it's splashing like hell. It really I don't think I'm glugging it in there, but then it looks like it really glugs. There's something about this feels like being Santa as well. Ho, ho, ho! But it's not frozen yet, is it? Go, go, go! I'm just glugging this shit in there. This is kind of nuts. Look at it go! This is freaking amazing! Okay, everybody back up.
So does this resemble something?
A choo-choo train?
No, the stuff in the bowl.
Oh, stuff in the bowl. Yeah, it's looking like ice cream. Choo-choo-choo. Oh, good. It tastes a lot. It tastes like rose.
It tastes like bones?
Rose.
Oh.
Bones.
Keith, you did it wrong. It tastes like bones?
For the next recipe, into a little pot, we're gonna put half a cup of orange juice with a 1/4 cup of champagne, 2 tablespoons of sugar,
A teaspoon of sugar?
2 tablespoons of sugar.
Oh, 2 tablespoons. That's nothing like what you said.
And then 1 teaspoon of agar powder.
Ooh.
You're gonna
Okay.
whisk that together, put it on the heat, and you're gonna bring it up to a boil. As soon as it comes up to a boil, you are gonna strain that and pour it into a squeeze bottle. Get your cold oil out of the freezer, and you're gonna just do little drops into the oil.
We're making caviar.
I cannot confirm or deny.
This is crazy. Oh my God, it's turning into caviar. Oh my God! It worked!
Yes.
I've always seen this on television and I didn't know that it was cold oil and agar-agar, and I didn't connect because I was like, why would I ever do this?
Your pearls, you need to strain that into a fine mesh strainer, and you need to rinse it really well with water.
They're so cute. This is like all the Finding Nemo kids in the beginning of the movie. These ones will not die. Spoiler alert. I cannot believe how cute these are. I'm gonna poop my pants. These are so cute.
And then once those raspberries are frozen, you can take like a back of a metal spoon and start to smash it like Dippin' Dots.
Like Dippin' Dots. Hell yes.
We're gonna grab some of the Carmelia chocolate, lay out 500 grams of that chocolate, and you're gonna put that on a sheet tray.
More is more, right?
I would measure it. And you're just gonna put that into the oven.
Into the oven that's 175, just chilling with the dehydrator. I got you.
You want to be able to put the whipped cream into a piping bag. You're gonna put a star tip.
Star tip. These are all stars. Star tip.
Okay, that's fine.
Grab 230 grams of heavy cream. You're gonna heat it up with some inverted sugar.
Invert sugar.
Once that chocolate is melted, you're gonna get that chocolate back into a mixing bowl, and you're gonna pour that heavy cream and inverted sugar mix into that chocolate.
Go. Good. Good. This is good. Don't worry, it's good. Actually, it worked out. I was lying, and now I'm not.
All right, chefs.
Okay.
This is your final minute to talk.
Oh my God, this is our last minute. Listen.
This is our last minute.
Really?
Yes.
Oh no.
You can just get that chocolate into the pot and set it on top of the ice bath, making sure that it is nice and cold. You're gonna put that in a piping bag.
You're gonna slice the cake into little pieces that are like dice.
Yes.
You're gonna drizzle it with the mixture that we made with the champagne and the sugar. You're just gonna put like 3 little orange segments in the bottom, a little bit of your curd mixture. Then you're gonna put the diced little piece of cake. Onto that, you're gonna put a little bit more curd. Then you're gonna pipe your whipped cream in the stars, make it real fancy.
You're pretty much ready to go and plate this thing.
Ice cream, all the crispy dust, probably a cute chocolate drizzle. So what's going on with the meringue thing in the oven?
You're gonna use that to cover the top of the bowl so like your guests can crack into it.
Cute, like a pot pie.
Exactly like a pot pie.
You only need enough to fit into the bottom of 6 champagne coupes.
Okay.
Champagne coupes, okay?
Yes.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
Okay, great, I'm done. Bye, bye.
Oh no, she's gone. I think I got it. It sounds like we're making fancy trifles or parfaits.
No, but we didn't get to the fun garnish.
Okay.
With the chefs out of quarters, Keith and Rekha will have to finish the last hour alone.
An hour?
I don't know if I need an hour.
I don't, my plating isn't complicated, but I don't feel like I quite got through exactly how I want it to look.
Yeah, okay, so what else would look nice? Oh, there's Pop Rocks here. That feels like it's for you.
You think it's for me? I guess you're right. Why wouldn't I just use Pop Rocks?
Wait a minute, there's orange juice here? I was juicing oranges like a lunatic.
Girl, I separated eggs earlier.
I got man eyes. I got man eyes, girl body, dog brain.
Man, eyes, girl, body, dog, brain. That's me.
Oh, I feel sick to my stomach, Keith.
You know, I feel like they've done this many times.
Keith has.
This is for Diwali, so these are for me.
It definitely is more of an Italian ice texture than a full ice cream texture, but it is nice. Yeah. I'm going to put the ice cream in the bottom. It is like a shaved ice. There's no fancy scooper over here. How am I supposed to do a fancy Top Chef job without fancy Top Chef stuff?
Oh. Keith is like a pro. Like,
yeah,
Keith is
he's seasoned.
Rekha, I don't think so.
Kat and I kind of decided to be like girls who gab at brunch.
Yeah?
So this is a very champagne-themed dessert.
What if we do something like this? Clever, right? I'm gonna put the crumbled raspberries on one side, the crumbled lychee on the other side. I think I will use the Pop Rocks.
I feel that of the two of us, those are for you.
Fill this third cavity with Pop Rocks entirely.
Really trying not to get it on the sides, and I didn't do a good job so far. I'm gonna put orange curd on the bottom. I'm gonna put a piece of cake, and I'll soak it a little bit in this champagne syrup I have, and then I'll put whipped cream on top of that. This champagne glass is quite narrow, and I told you, I'm very messy. I'm not good with decoration.
I think she did it in like flutes.
What?
I asked her to plate it.
Trifle?
It was supposed to be done in coupes, like little coupes.
Oh God. Drop. Drop.
How much chocolate should there be? Oh shit, I gotta take that meringue out. Oh shit.
How are they still doing stuff out there?
I know, I'm like, aren't they done?
They should be done by now.
I feel like this is my 7th grade art project. I gotta make some room so I can show the camera my genius. Put that little perfect sized disc, there it is. A crispy chunk of the meringue on top of that.
I have my whipped cream and my curd and my little caviar. Guys.
Oh no! What the f are we gonna do now? Oh shit!
What happened? Did someone get hurt?
Hey, make it crumble, make it crumble, make it crumble. Oh, oh no.
3, 2, 1.
Wow.
It really changed at the end there.
Right, that looks like good. That looks like an eaten mess.
It's a mess.
And mine.
Looks cute.
Welcome to the judging. Today's criteria is taste, presentation, and execution.
My name is Jimmy Wong. I am a YouTuber, content creator. I have a cooking channel called Feast of Fiction. I'm a published cookbook author and just all around friendly neighborhood guy. I am basically the better Rosanna Pinsino.
I'm Valerie Gordon, chef owner of Valerie Confections, based in Los Angeles. And we ship all over the country. I drink a lot of champagne, and I wrote a cookbook a decade ago. Great to be here.
This is probably the only competition I have an opportunity to beat her, so.
Amazing.
This is my only chance.
The night is still young.
I have a question. Are you drunk?
A little.
We might, yeah.
This is awesome.
Judges, wonderful, beautiful judges, I have made for you a frozen treat. Champagne lychee sorbet with fun, fresh raspberries as well as freeze-dried lychee. I have some caramelized white chocolate and some crispy meringue.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Wow.
that sounds delightful.
Yeah.
It's, it's in a bowl.
Okay.
Ooh,
Hey.
it's a bowl.
It's a
It
bowl.
is a bowl.
Yeah,
Here, baby.
it's a bowl.
Oh, it's nice. I like your cold bowl. I love this well-chilled bowl.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I think they're all really impressed with you.
Some raspberries torn up to the side here.
Yes, I like that caramelized white chocolate action there, lady. That's a good time.
Love to have a good time.
I love to have a good time.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet you do.
So deadpan.
And I don't know if these are Pop Rocks, but they kind of look like Pop Rocks.
It's the freeze-dried raspberry as well as fresh raspberries and freeze-dried lychee.
And Pop Rocks.
And Pop Rocks. And Pop Rocks.
And
There
Pop
are
Rocks.
Pop Rocks. I thought so.
Pop, pop, pop.
And
Pop,
we have
pop,
the
pop.
meringue, of course. And this is the raspberry meringue, right?
Correct, yes.
Did you cook a lot with Pop Rocks?
You know, I think Pop Rock, I usually don't, but I think that the addition of Pop Rocks could be fun.
The bubbles of champagne.
It's like the bubbles of champagne.
I think you should tell her.
That Keith used my Pop Rocks for your dish.
There was theft in the kitchen?
It's fine. Look, a rising tide lifts all ships.
Should we taste?
Yeah, kind of get everything on
I'm doing
the
it.
spoon. And
I'm constructing my
Pop
bite.
Rock over here.
Yeah.
Over that chocolate.
God, I like a Pop Rock.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
I'm so nervous.
Pretty good.
Thank you. I worked really hard.
The sorbet is, I don't know, it's a little bit bland, in my opinion, but there's a lot of other things going on.
Not every element can be a hero, Jimmy.
I mean, not every ingredient can be the hero, Jimmy.
It's so true.
Thank you for checking me.
In general, parts of this are working really, really well. I think the raspberry is pretty forward. I'm wishing the meringue held its crunch. It almost seems like it got exposed to a little bit too much moisture. I think the white chocolate was a really good idea and would have balanced out the acid a lot. So I'm kind of craving twice as much as that.
I do think that the pairing of lychee and champagne is a great decision. And overall though, I'm honestly pretty surprised. I think it's pretty good.
You're surprised?
Are you really surprised though?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
I do actually. And I saw you win a few things too on TV recently.
It doesn't sound like you do.
It doesn't sound like you do though.
Yeah.
Look me in the eyes.
Look me in the eyes, Jimmy.
Yes, Lynn.
Do you really know who I am?
Do you really know who I am?
Just know you from your XO sauce.
Love XO sauce.
It's a good sauce.
Thank you.
What was your process of infusing champagne into the sorbet?
Champagne and lychee are just a classic combination.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the Pop Rocks, I thought, let's add a little bit more fizzy element to the dish.
You pop champagne.
So that's why you pop the champagne
And champagne rocks.
and champagne rocks,
So.
right?
Right.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I'm still nibbling on the meringue.
I ate almost my whole thing. Here we go.
Yeah.
Finish the bowl, Jimmy.
Oh, shit. Yes, Mom.
Hell yeah, get him.
But honestly, I thought overall this actually was quite well executed. There's a lot of flavors, a lot of parts to it. I don't know if the Pop Rocks were necessary, to be honest.
Are you too good for Pop Rocks, Jimmy?
I mean, are you too good for Pop Rocks, Jimmy?
Yes. Yeah, actually.
Wow.
I think the name is a little corny.
Wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Watch how a pro eats it, Jimmy.
Watch how a pro eats this, Jimmy.
Yeah, I will. It's a nice, healthy bite.
I'm really getting a lot of champagne.
The caramel drip too, I think could have been added a bit more of that too.
Ugh, Jimmy, please.
Jimmy, please.
I mean,
Get it together.
Do you have beef?
yeah.
Like, do you like?
There can only be one Asian in this room.
Yeah, well, Valerie's Asian too.
Valerie is too.
I know.
Very sexy, amazing judges. Sensual, beautiful judges. Thank you for being here with us today.
It's working.
You know what else is sexy and sensual and fun? Champagne.
Ah.
I'm going to start this off with some champagne for all of us, and I'm gonna saber the bottle open. Have you ever sabered a bottle of champagne?
We are gonna savor?
We are gonna saber.
Oh
Oh my God!
Holy shit.
Oh my God!
It's a saver!
Woo!
All right. Yeah.
I didn't know this was happening. Do you know this happened?
I am
You made this dish?
shocked beyond belief.
I mean, you could open a champagne bottle the normal way, but why?
Yeah, Kat, can you come up with a catchphrase when you do this?
Do you want to give me one?
Yeah. Say, this one goes out to celebrations everywhere.
Okay, all right. This one goes out to celebrations everywhere. Oh shit. There we go. Hey,
That was
you know
great
what?
timing on
One
that
take,
shit.
mistress.
That was incredible.
Judges, today I've made for you one of my favorite desserts. It's a trifle.
I absolutely crushed it. I knew it was a trifle.
You knew it was a trifle?
I said it was a trifle.
So an orange and champagne curd. Then we've got a bit of whipped cream, as well as some little champagne pearls. And then there should be a little, we put a little Pop Rocks on top just for some flair.
For you.
Oh my gosh.
To get
More
the
Pop
bubbles,
Rocks?
To get the bubbles in.
Whoa!
Okay.
And you know what?
Yes.
Just for a little extra fun.
Oh, stop
Just for a little extra zazz.
Such theater.
Nothing says romance like hot wax.
That's true. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, January.
Ta-da.
Gorgeous.
Wow.
Thank you so much. And it's sparkling.
Those sparklers are really going off.
Here it goes.
Yeah. Don't they look like sparkling fireworks, like the bubbles
I'm
of a glass
it's
of
so
champagne?
reading. It's so reading.
Yeah.
So I do see the agar bubbles at the top. I see a bit of a tangerine or an orange slice and some gold flake. Cake looks pretty dry, so we'll see if that is the case.
How did you go about building this?
As you know, part of the chef's trade is using tiny spoons.
As you know, as a fellow chef, you know that we do most of our work with tiny spoons.
So I use several tiny spoons to spoon all the tiny elements into this tiny glass.
So I use several tiny spoons to spoon all the tiny elements into the tiny glass.
I think a wider vessel might have served you. I never want to see voids.
We thought the voids would actually be symbolic.
We wanted the voids to be symbolic.
I thought it was an exploration in like romantic kink that hadn't played out.
What are you doing later, Valerie? Have some more champagne.
I'm going deep.
Get in there, Val.
I am doing a full plunge and lift.
Are you all freaking out right now?
So are you guys like freaking out?
That cake is moist. It tastes a little creamsicle-y.
Yeah, a little bit. There's a hint of orange.
I'm getting more creamsicle than I'm getting mimosa.
It's good. It's not overly sweet. It has all the right notes to it. I will say that the agar was a bit chewier than I was hoping for. I was hoping for like a pop and a fizz.
Yeah, it was always intended to be whatever texture you find it to be.
It's a little mealy.
Okay.
The agar's a little mealy.
Well, it's intended to be.
Yeah, okay.
It's a new take on agar.
Goal attained.
You described pop rocks.
Where?
But to my dismay, no rocks were being popped.
We judged the dishes when they were made, and we thought May's dish more needed the Pop Rocks.
I like the cake
May's
as well.
dish actually needed the Pop Rocks more as well. Guilty.
I actually didn't miss it, even though I was promised it.
The syrup that you soaked the cake in, there was not a lot of champagne in the syrup.
And how long did the cake soak in your champagne mixture?
Well, Jimmy, that's sort of inappropriate to ask about my soaking.
Oh my God.
Jimmy, I feel like it's a little inappropriate to ask about my soaking. I'd rather not answer that question, sorry.
Oh my goodness, a Mormon joke. I'm so sorry. Yes, you're right.
May, is this the best thing you've ever eaten?
May, is this the best thing you've ever eaten?
It's pretty close, but I think mine's better.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah.
They both were really good. I'm very surprised.
You're surprised?
You're surprised?
Fuck, Jimmy.
Why?
I'm so sorry. You're
Why
fucking
are you
right.
so rude, Jimmy?
This is unreal.
Today was quite an interesting challenge. Cooking with champagne, specifically desserts. There's a lot of challenges that come along with cooking with champagne. It's such a delicate ingredient.
I want to say something fun. The bowl that we chose for the ice cream was actually a cat food bowl.
Whoa!
Yes, so.
Why was that on set?
Does it help if I say that the champagne flute was a cat's champagne flute? Does that make it more charming?
Mei Lin's dish, yes, it was so refreshing. I found the meringue flavor to be very successfed. Was there any rose in that?
There was, yes.
Rose water.
But I do think that the rose kind of segued into Grandma's panties, just a little bit.
Oh, it got in there.
We're rarely trying to segue there.
Cat. A tiny champagne glass with misshapen cake inside and a lot going on.
Are these your positives?
No, we're just straight up negative.
That's good. That's good news. That's good news. That's good news.
Okay.
But yeah, overall, I thought it was fairly well executed, minus the appearance.
It's such an honor to present the winner of the Champagne Challenge on this auspicious day. Kat Turner.
Oh my God! Wow! To parties everywhere!
To parties everywhere!
White girl wasted now!
Yeah!
Let's all go to Cancun!
Tis but a trifle.
That was thrilling.
Didn't expect to lose again.
Oh shit.
I thought I had it this time. I had so many elements, I even stole some of their elements.
Yeah, isn't that a key to cooking? Yeah. More elements?
Overcomplicating yours may have actually led to a better, less complicated theirs.
What?
Whoa!
I don't follow that.
That was like crazy ninja talk.
That was like Confucius say.
Like,
Why ninja? Why Confucius? Wow!
Thanks you guys for watching this episode of Phoning In. Remember, there's one more episode over on Second Try. Thanks for being a part of our little community here. Bye-bye.
Hello, Chef.
Hello, Chef. Who's the chef?
The chef is none of your concern right now. Just know that I have you.
The chef is speaking so spookily.
Hello. Hi, Chef. Who's this? It's Zach.
It's Quincy James. Hi, Chef.
What the fuck are you doing in the phone booth? What are you doing? Who do you have?
I just know that I'm your hero, and I'm here to save the day.
It's me and you.
We're doing this.
You're my chef today?
Sounds like Popkin.
Yes.
No.
Are we doing Oops All Idiots?
This is great, Jared. This is gonna be so fun.
Keith, you're a professional. I'm here to calm you down. I'm here to inspire you. And I'm a better communicator than Kwesi.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
I'm gonna figure out what we're making. I'm gonna get right back to you.
We finally have Phoning It In merch, and it's some of the coolest merch we've ever made.
Get your hoodie or t-shirt and find the secret number. You don't want to know what's on the other end.
Available now at tryguys.com.